Do you ever find yourself scanning the room, seeing that one person who effortlessly captures everyone's attention? They seem likable, authentic, and the kind of person you'd want to get to know. And then there's the rest of us, awkwardly navigating conversations, afraid of saying the wrong things, and later lying in bed and thinking, why did I even open my mouth? What is it about some people that makes them so magnetic and so charismatic? Well, according to Vanessa Van Edwards, author of Cues, highly charismatic people rank in two specific traits: warmth and competence. But most of us struggle with balancing these traits. We are either more warm or more competent, but rarely both. If you're naturally warm, you're approachable, trustworthy, and make people feel comfortable. But the downside? Sometimes warmth can overshadow competence, making people perceive you as less impressive or powerful. Hi, my name is Anjali. I'm a psychologist and a happiness coach, and let me help you understand how to talk to anyone in this world. On the flip side of all of this, if you lean towards competence, like one of my really good clients, Aisha, you come across as a capable and respectful person, but you also might seem unapproachable and intimidating. The key to charisma is to finding a balance between warmth and competence. So today, let's dive in some social skills that genuinely make you more interesting and charismatic. See, honestly speaking, I'm naturally a very awkward person. And one book that I feel helped me a lot in improving my communication skills is How to Win Friends and Influence People. Yeah, I know you've heard it too much and everybody talks about it, but there's a reason. It has one of the best tips because one thing that I follow, and I follow it religiously, is to use people's name in conversations. The author said that a person's name is the sweetest and the most important sound to them. It creates instant familiarity and rapport. Casually using someone's name radiates both warmth and competence. It shows you remember the details and you care about them. And if you're like me and struggle to remember names, they suggest that repeating a person's name 3 times in your first conversation will always help. Let me help you with an example here. Hey, what's your name? Aisha. Oh, hey Aisha, nice to meet you. Is that Aisha with a Y or an I? Bam. These are 3 times logged in already in your memory. Another game-changing mindset that we can have here is stop trying to be interesting and start being interested. See, people love talking about themselves and people love talking to those people who are interested in knowing about their life. So when people naturally find you interesting, when you are genuinely interested in what they are saying. The best way to actually care, ask questions, lean in, nod and smile. Show that you're engaged, and when someone shares something, resist the urge and turn the conversation towards yourself. And when someone shares something with you, resist your urges to turn the conversation completely about yourself. If someone says, oh, I love painting, instead of saying, oh, my uncle paints too, try asking, what kind of art do you love creating? Do you prefer acrylics or oils? This keeps the focus on them and deepens the connection. Now, when conversations just shift, use conversational threading. This means giving multiple conversation hooks so that the other person has something to pick on. For example, if someone asks you, oh, but what did you do this weekend? Instead of just saying nothing, just relaxed, you could say, not much. I went for a drive, tried a new place which has some really great momos, and started reading this new book. Now, this person has enough options, right? They can ask you about the drive, the momos, or the book. More opportunities for the conversation, the better the connection is. We often feel that we need to be perfect in social interactions, but perfectionism can actually make us seem really unapproachable. Psychology has something called as the pratfall effect, which suggests that people become more likable when they show vulnerability or make a small mistake, as long as they are generally competent. This is why bloopers in the videos that creators make feel a lot more relatable. So don't be afraid to laugh at yourself. Admit when you do something wrong and share an awkward moment. It is what makes you more endearing, and it is what makes you, in the end, more human. Another very good psychological trick is spontaneous trait transference. If you describe someone as hardworking or kind, people subconsciously associate those traits with you, because if you value hard work, you probably might be a person who's also hardworking. However, this does have a downside. If you gossip about something or somebody being really lazy or unreliable, guess what? Those negative traits might get mentally linked to you instead. So, if you're going to talk about others, try to do it in a positive light. It reflects back on you. You don't need to be a genius or have a PhD to be seen as competent or interesting. Every single one of us have unique skills and hobbies that can be fascinating for somebody else. Maybe it's cooking, coding, or even crocheting. Own your expertise and don't be afraid to share it in conversation. Confidence in your own life naturally makes you even more engaging. So, being charismatic isn't about having some mysterious X factor, it's about balancing warmth and competence. Make others feel at ease and engage authentically in your own life. And more importantly, go into conversations with the intent of having fun and not with the pressure of making people like you. See, in the end of the day, when you're talking to people, please understand that they're just people. And as much as you want to know the next person is also there to understand and learn something about you. So, if you're enjoying this video up until now, feel free to give it a thumbs up, because it will really mean a lot to me, and start practicing it with just your friends for now, because I know if I send you on a networking event right now, you will hate me for life. So maybe just rather than telling your friend about everything that happened today, ask questions about their day. Ask questions about what was new, what was not new, who was irritating, who was frustrating, and who was really good to them. And the more information you gather, you'll see them being so interested and so lovingly telling you everything. And that is exactly what you have to do when you talk in awkward places or in networking events, because the network you have is also the net worth you have, right? Thanks for hanging out today. And if you like this video, I post videos like this every single week. Come back, follow, subscribe, like, and give me comments if you have questions. I would be really happy to answer. See you soon. Bye-bye.